says if he or she does not return tomorrow, an alternate will take their place.
And Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg is expected to be on the stand tomorrow. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside, partly cloudy as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
Order up. The Serve Pickleball Plus Kitchen in Cornelius is where sport and food are paired perfectly with philanthropy. Come play, dine, celebrate, and connect. No membership required. All ages welcome. Eat, play, serve it forward. Visit theservepickleball.com.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Welcome to Community Centered, a show that features people in the community doing good things. Now, here are your hosts, Debbie O'Handley and Margi Kyle.
Welcome to WSIC News Talk Now. And if you haven't been to the Serve for a meal, I was just there for lunch before today. It's a must. It's totally enjoyable. Normally I'm here with my sidekick, Debbie O'Handley, but she called this morning and said she had a terrible cough and had aches and chills. Debbie, please get better. We need you back here next week, and I miss you. So with that, I also want to thank our sponsors, McIntyre Local Legal Law Firm in Davidson here in North Carolina. If you have a nonprofit that has not been on our show, please call Reese at Studio 4, 844 Studio 4, and give him your information, and I will give you a call because we would love to have you on our show as well and get the word out there. But today we have a fascinating story. And I just am thrilled, Heidi, to have you here. You came early, I got here early, and we've just solved all the world's problems.
I think we have. I think we're going to do a good job at that.
So Heidi is the founder and executive director, and I hadn't heard of 210 Collective. Tell us a little bit about how you got started. You said you just stopped your job and said to your husband, "This is what I'm doing.
This is what we're doing." Yeah.
I kind of did the same thing, and my husband said, "You're kidding."
My husband went along with it. So 210 Collective is a vocational community for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Okay.
So that just means a vocational community, we're a work community. We offer employment for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities right here in the Lake Norman area, actually in Davidson. And we started because I'm an occupational therapist.
Right.
That's my background.
And my daughter is too.
Yeah, you told me that. We've compared notes a little bit. And so I worked in pediatric occupational therapy for 27 years.
Okay.
I could see the need for individuals with special needs after they finished high school. Oftentimes, the programming just ends, right? Like, so they're in this great supportive high school program or an educational program, often for 20 until they're 21, and when they end high school, the services just end, and there's just not a lot of options up here in the Lake Norman area. And so I sat through lots of IEP meetings with families. Those are the yearly meetings that we have for students with special needs. We kind of go over their goals and their successes.
Yeah.
And
now, Reese just put up your mission.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah, it's adults with intellectual disabilities. They find purpose in work, joy in friendship, and a place that they belong.
And they're developing products that they sell.
Yeah. Yeah. We have we make really beautiful products. So participants in our program we call our citizens.
I love that.
Thank you. We feel like that.
It's showing respect.
It does, and worth and value, not just in our little community at 210 Collective or even in the Lake Norman community, but in the world. They deserve dignity and value, and so we call them our citizens. So our citizens make really beautiful handcrafted products, and we sell them in the Davidson area.
Where in Davidson?
KF Studios in Davidson. It's between the Pickled Peach and Ben & Jerry's.
Okay. I can't wait to go there and see what you have.
Have you been there before?
No.
It's a fantastic shop. If you haven't been there, you've got to go. They sell really beautiful, just handcrafted products by artists in this area. So,
wow.
yeah.
Well, you're giving them a life, number
Yeah.
one, but you're also giving them something that they can be proud that they're communicating or donating to society.
Yeah. Well, it's just
Like, what are some of the products that they're working on?
so we make right now we make hand soap, gel and foam hand soap. We sell room spray,
Okay.
Shower steamers. They're like bath bombs, but for your shower.
Yeah, my daughter gave me one of those for Christmas.
Yeah, they're great. They make your shower smell
It
lovely.
did.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have sell them in like lavender if you're going to take a shower before you go to bed, or we have sell them in like peppermint eucalyptus. So if you have a cold or just need like a refreshing scent in your shower, they're really nice. And then the product that they make that we can't seem to keep on the shelves are these really beautiful hand poured charcuterie boards. You saw them.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
I
really
need to
beautiful.
go see those.
Yeah, they're stunning. So,
Oh my gosh. Now you started in 2025.
yes. Oh, we opened in September. We've only been open for 5 months.
Oh my gosh. And here you are doing all this right now.
Right. Well, we dreamed it up about a year before that in August of 24. And then we've been working full steam ahead to try and make it happen until we opened
It
our doors in
takes a
September.
lot to start a nonprofit, doesn't it?
Well, it turns out it does.
Yeah. I know, because I thought it would just be so easy.
I don't know what I thought. I never dreamed I would start a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to be really honest, I don't even fully think I knew what I knew we donated to nonprofits, but that was the extent of it. I didn't really know what was involved in a nonprofit.
Well, just getting
when I
my
started it.
501c3, I finally called Tom Tillis
Oh, yeah.
and said, I think you have a little bit of clout there.
Can you do something?
Yeah. And within a week,
Oh.
we got it. So
We actually did kind of a similar, we had a donor that was willing to donate and
Yeah.
had to kind of submit us a rush letter to say,
Yeah.
please get our
and
our
apparently
nonprofit
North
status.
Carolina is very particular.
And
which is good.
It's a really long wait right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But we got our nonprofit status in March of 2025.
And where do you meet with these kids? Do you meet at a high school?
No, and they're all adults. So they're all people that have finished
That
high
have
school.
Finished high
Mhm.
school.
And we meet at Story Hill Church in Davidson. We use 2 of their rooms at the church.
Okay.
So, which is a great partnership.
It's similar to Laura's Village.
We are running a very, Angie has a beautiful vision and she's the founder of Laura's Village. And we're running a really similar program to what they're doing. So,
And now do their adults
Mhm.
make products as well?
They have made products. You know what? They definitely have made products, but that's not, I don't think, the focus of what they're
That's
doing.
right, yes.
So our citizens work during that. They have work blocks that they work, and we create our products kind of in an assembly line, and so we sit kind of in a U shape. And they have station 1, station 2, station 3. So they work on a product and then they pass it off to the next citizen who maybe measures a little of the scent and then passes it to the next citizen and so on. So you start with an empty bottle and you end, whoever's in station 7, with a
Finished
with a
product.
finished product. Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
great. It's beautiful. Everyone gets kind of a hands-on like touch in the project, and so when we're done, all the individuals have had a hand in it.
And they get their own check.
Oh yeah, they get paid for their work, and that's a really big deal in our program. I'll have to tell you a little bit more about that,
Yeah.
but we have.
Stay
it's
with
fun.
us. Don't go away. And please feel free to call 844 Studio 4.
Good news lives here. It's community-centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle on WSIC. Local starts here.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside. Partly cloudy as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Here is your WSIC community calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater invites you to Honk Jr., a joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about acceptance and self-confidence.
Performances run February 26th and 27th at 7 p.m., February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m., and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
Parents, if your kids are like mine, they just don't stop growing. The Terry Kids Children's Consignment Sale returns to Mooresville Saturday, February 28th through Wednesday, March 4th at the Merino Mill Complex, 200 Brawley Avenue. Shop huge savings on gently used children's clothing, toys, baby gear, and more, with multiple shopping days and early access options for the best selection.
Get the full schedule, shopping times, and consignor info at terrykidsconsignment.com/Mooresville.
And finally, love is still in the air for Lake Norman couples planning their big day.
The third annual My Favorite Bridal Show, hosted by Events by Victoria, happens Sunday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Kettle Room at Gibson Mills in Concord. More than 60 wedding vendors will be there, from florals and planners to fashion, desserts, and decor, plus tastings, a fashion show, and prize drawings throughout the afternoon.
Pre-registered couples get in free, or it's just $5 at the door. And it's one of the best ways to meet vendors and gather inspiration in one place. Learn more and register now at eventsbyvictorias.com.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Shining a light on who's making a difference. It's community-centered, hosted by Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle on WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. I'm Margi Kyle. I am missing my friend, Debbie O'Hanley. Please feel better soon and give us a shout out. Anybody who wants to call in, it's 844-STUDIO-4. We love call-ins. Yeah, we had a great start to this, but what really got you going? I mean, you gave up you were an occupational therapist. You just said, I'm done.
I did. Yeah. Well, my oldest daughter moved to Austin, and we met her roommate, who told me she worked at a vocational community for adults with intellectual disabilities, and invited us to come and have lunch with her. So we were on our way to the airport to leave, and we just happened to stop in and have lunch. And I looked around at that community, and it was stunning. I was so impressed. I thought, this is beautiful. I saw people working of all different abilities and creating products. And so I walked over to the director and said, this is amazing. I wish we had something like this in Lake Norman. And she said, well, why don't you start it? Yeah. And I was like, okay.
Easier said than done.
I mean, at the time, I was just naive enough to be like, okay, I'll do it. And so I met my husband at the airport. And by that time, in the Uber from the time I left to the time I got to the airport, I was like, well, this is what we're doing. So I met my husband, and I opened the computer. He was on a call, and I was like, we're starting a nonprofit, and I'm going to quit my job. And so that's what we did. And really, I mean, within 6 months, I had left a really beautiful career that I loved to do this, which is the craziest, most fun adventure I've ever been on. So it's really fun.
Reese, do you want to show the next slide?
And the group in Austin that said do it, they have supported us and scaffolded us,
And that helps when you have
they really have
the support behind you. Because I know my nonprofit Little Smiles, we have 2 chapters in Florida, 1 in Philly, and 1 in New York. So again, on your website, I went there last night and was looking at it because I hadn't heard of you.
Yeah.
Well, that's why, because you're
brand
so
new.
new.
We're brand new.
I know. So
currently we have 11 citizens, almost 12 citizens in our program, and they are just finding friendship and belonging and purpose in a way that they haven't.
That's right.
That they haven't had. I mean, most individuals after they leave high school just don't have a purposeful place to go, and so
if we have somebody listening out there that has a child that really would benefit from this, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, you can find all of our information on our website at 210collective.org.
Okay.
And you can follow us on Instagram at 210collective LKN. And so we would encourage families to just reach out. So the first step is a phone call. And just to kind of, we're a great fit for a lot of people, but we're not the right fit for everyone.
That's right.
And so we want people to reach out and have a conversation first. And then it would involve a tour of our program. And we love to give the public tours of our program. It's fun and it's beautiful. I say it is the most joyful place in Lake Norman.
Well, you're touching hearts in a very special way that they don't normally get to deal with, another adult that's treating them as adult, as a citizen.
Right. And they're so capable. In fact, more capable in a lot of ways than a lot of us, because they've had to be creative and they've had to think their way around a world that wasn't created for them.
Right.
And so they've really had to be creative. And so now we're drawing out that creativity and we're making beautiful products.
Oh, I'm just so proud of you.
Thanks so much.
That is wonderful. And again, as I said, I went on your website and just poked around and looked at it and just felt so good after spending time on it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, our Instagram and our Facebook page, they're the same, have probably show a little bit more like day in the life. And
okay, I'll go on the Facebook one because I haven't done that yet.
Go check it out. It definitely shows the kind of the fun silliness and the character of some of the people in our program who are delightful.
Now, do any of these citizens go on and achieve higher goals?
Well, so we say we are not a vocational training program in that we're not training people to go to take a skill and go somewhere else. We are training them in the job that we're working on right now. And so, yes, I assume that some citizens
maybe
will
go to a factory that's producing, shower bombs or whatever, and they could do something there.
For sure. They can definitely, just like if you have a job and you learn a set of skills and you can take it to another job.
Yeah.
But we would love for them to stay with us forever. I mean, there's not
So there's no time limit.
There's no time limit. There's not a time where you just, you've worked here for a year, now move on.
Oh, good.
So we'd like to have them forever.
Okay.
But I assume
That's a
that there will
wonderful
be people
feeling,
that
though.
will decide that they need a different situation. But no one's left yet. So we're happy about
So
that.
how do you think about what they're going to make?
Well, our products that we make right now are soap. We make hand soap and room spray, shower steamers, and I told you the boards. And they're beautiful. Like they're just
So do you
beautiful
just
products.
see a need in the community and say, this would be another product that we could put together that's fairly easy?
Yeah, I mean, we need to have, so you're right, we need to have products that are easy to put together, that kind of can work in an assembly line. But what we want is to have, we don't ever want anyone to buy something out of like pity or like, oh, that's a sweet group of people.
That's right.
We want them to buy our products because they're beautiful.
Well, and there's a
and
need.
Right. And everybody needs to wash their hands.
That's right.
After COVID, don't we all need to wash our hands?
More than ever.
But our products are beautiful, and they're packaged beautifully. We want people to go buy them for gifts for friends or to have in your home, and you would buy them because they're beautiful and because they're good products. We want to elevate the story of and the way that people see individuals with special needs, and to say, oh, that's a skill I didn't know that they had, and they make excellent products.
Yeah.
So that's what we want.
Well, you are doing it though.
Thanks. I mean, we're trying. I had no idea how the work of starting a nonprofit, but it's been the most rewarding thing.
It is. It's the most rewarding thing you'll ever do. But the pitfalls really are lonely.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you have a chapter in Texas that you can sort of fall back on.
Well, and I have a board. My board is just.
Who is on your board?
Well, our chairman of our board is Bill Worsley. He's a Davidson resident. Rebecca Eskew is our treasurer. She's phenomenal. Laura Townsend is, she and Bill kind of work together to make sure all of the details happen. James Metzger, he was a pastor at our previous church that we worked at, or that we went to.
Yeah.
And Brandon Lindsay, who is the founder of Dream on 3, which is another really amazing nonprofit in the area.
Wow.
Yeah, so our board they're so supportive and just like the best cheerleaders, and they know things that I definitely don't know, and that's really important.
And are they hands-on too with the kids?
Yeah. Maybe not always with the kids, and they're adults, but they're not always, because, I mean, they have jobs, and we run during the day, so we work Monday through Thursday. Our citizens come from 9 to 3:30.
Okay.
And so our board isn't all, they usually pop in for, definitely for fun events. And we also have a weekly worship service in our community.
When is that?
Wednesdays at 1:00. And so sometimes our board will pop in for that, because that truly is the most joyful place you'll ever be a part of. It's just so much fun. We have different worship leaders from the area that come and lead worship for us, and there's lots of dancing. There's tambourines. There's egg shakers.
Gosh.
It's super fun.
And again, why do you use the word citizen? Is that to give them the respect that they need?
Yeah, we just feel like they're a cooperating participant in our community, in the greater community, and so we feel like citizens shows the dignity and the value.
It shows the respect.
Yeah.
Well, they deserve it. They've earned it.
Yeah, for sure.
So how did they come up with the name, or you come up with the name 210?
Okay, good question. 210 is from a passage in Ephesians, and it's Ephesians 2:10 that says, "We are God's workmanship, created for good works." And so the two big pillars of our organization are, we believe everyone was created in the image of God, and we believe that everyone was created for purposeful work.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So we thought 210 was just a fun way to embody that, the 210 Collective.
It is. Now that I know the meaning of it, it definitely is. So, talk a little bit about isolation these kids must feel after graduating from high school.
Right. So, a lot of them have been in school programs since, the school that I worked at community school in Davidson. And a lot of those kids have been there from kindergarten to graduation. So it's a really long time with the same group of people, the same friends, the same therapists, the same teachers. And when they leave that very last day of school, there's oftentimes, because some of our citizens don't necessarily have phones or like the capability to they're not always communicating with their peers, right? And maybe they didn't have a huge group of peers, and so that oftentimes just ends. They're relying on their parents for their social skills, or for not their social skills, but for their abilities, right? And so their parents are the ones that need to drive them, and their parents are the ones that kind of sometimes connect those peer relationships. And so lots of times after high school, there's not a lot of purpose. There's not work opportunity, and there's not a lot of peers. And so they're dependent on their parents. And their parents oftentimes have had jobs and they have to end them or at least stay home with their citizens. So that can be a really isolating experience for a lot of families.
Stay with us. Please call in if you have a call.
Spotlight and kindness, one story at a time. It's community centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle, presented by the McIntosh Law Firm on WSIC.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside. Partly cloudy as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshlawfirm.com.
No one should face an empty plate, especially in our own backyard. At Angels and Sparrows, we are feeding families, fueling futures, and fighting poverty every day. But we can't do it without you. Help us keep our plates full. Join our full plate fundraiser at angelsandsparrows.org.
You're doing your best, but past trauma, anxiety, or loss keeps showing up in your life. The Kohler Group's trained Christian therapists specialize in trauma, depression, anxiety, grief, and life transitions. We combine clinical expertise with spiritual depth to help you find lasting peace. Insurance and self-pay options are available, making support accessible. You don't have to walk this journey alone. Call or text 252-758-8636 today. Healing is possible, especially when God is part of the process.
At One Health, we treat your health as a whole, spanning comprehensive women's services, primary care, mental health, and lifestyle programs. Join our innovative, compassionate community today. Visit our website at onehealthnpc.com to read our story and to find a provider. One Health, transforming medicine, one story at a time.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC, local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Ford is gearing up for next year's debut of a budget-priced EV line to contend with China with a starting price of $30,000. It has engineered its next-generation EV to be lighter, sleeker, and more electrically efficient, with the driving range extended by nearly 50 miles. This comes days after Ford posted an $11 billion quarterly loss on EVs. Snapchat is moving beyond advertising to make money. The social giant is introducing a subscription feature that will allow content creators to earn income directly from their most engaged fans. For the Girl Scout cookie fans, Wendy's is once again serving its Thin Mints Frosty, while McDonald's is serving its Shamrock Shake starting today. And not to be outdone, Burger King says customers will have a direct line to Tom Curtis, its president, who will spend at least 4 hours every day taking phone calls and responding to texts. The number given out by the fast food giant is his Miami-based work phone number. Matt Piper, Bloomberg Radio.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Shining a light on who's making a difference. It's Community Centered, hosted by Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle on WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. We are having a fabulous talk on 210 with Heidi. And I'm learning so much about this. Debbie, please get well. We miss you. And let's talk about maybe what happens during a typical day.
Yeah. So a typical day at 210 starts around between 8:30 and 9, and our citizens walk in. We have a little bit of a morning devotional.
Okay.
We have a little morning meeting, and then we have a morning devotional, and then they start right into their first work block. And a work block is 45 minutes to an hour of creating those products, kind of on that assembly line that I mentioned. Then they take a
Do
half
they
hour
get
break.
to pick which part they or where they want to be in the assignment?
Sometimes, but also we, as a therapist and our program director Star and Caroline, our citizen supervisor, they're so good at being able to assess the skills of our citizens and put them kind of right where they need to be.
Okay.
But also challenge them. Like once they're comfortable there, we want to challenge them. Like maybe
Move on to another.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so maybe they're measuring with a scale and they're looking at the number on the scale, and we want to say, like, let's try something a little bit different. And so we like to move them around on the line. They don't always like to be moved around on the
Well,
line.
yeah, they feel
Sometimes they
comfortable.
like to stay in one spot, but
Yeah.
we want to challenge them. I mean, that's what we'd like to do. So we have 2 work blocks in the morning with a like a little break in the middle. We have lunch together.
Do they bring their own lunch?
They bring their own lunch. One day a week on Thursdays, we walk into town and we have lunch at the Pickled Peach, who's been so kind to reserve us a table the past couple of weeks. I know you
lovely.
can't get a table reserved at the Pickled Peach, so we feel very special. And
Well,
then
you
we
are.
take our products next door to KF Studios and we restock, and we have what we call sales calls and inventory calls. And we go and check our inventory and
So you are running a very controlled business, really.
I mean, I'd love to think it was very controlled, but it's not always. But we do have a very regular rhythm. Like I
Yeah.
said, once a week we have worship, and we do these on once a week. We walk into town. Well, we want to be known in town as this beautiful community, this thriving community, and we want people to get used to seeing us in Davidson and to be a part of the community.
Yeah.
So we've really enjoyed that.
Well, they are part of the community.
They are part, and
so-
so we want people to see us there and acknowledge that we're there. So it's been really beautiful. Davidson has been the most just. We have been so supported and just wrapped around and cared for by the community, and we're so grateful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you saw a need and you filled it.
Mm-hmm. We're working on it.
Yeah, which I think is great. I love the fact that they get paid.
Yeah. So they get just a direct deposit into their account, but because that's not very tangible for
No, I wanna see
very
it.
many of us anyway, but certainly for people with intellectual disabilities, that's not a tangible situation. So we remedy that by having a paycheck party every 2 weeks, and we give them these giant paychecks. And by giant, I mean like literally giant pieces of paper, and we hand them out, we make a big deal out of it, and they see their paycheck, and then they get to take it home. And so it's not a real paycheck. They can't deposit it, but they do get a real paycheck deposited
they
into
do.
their account.
Yeah.
But this is a way to see what they're getting paid, and they celebrate it. I mean, they're excited. They have plans. One of the individuals in our program is saving for a Tesla, she told me. So,
Wow.
I know. I don't know if we're going to.
Long way to go.
She might have a long way to go, but if she works hard, I believe in you. But it's great because they
Well,
make plans for what they want to spend their money
They
on.
need goals just
Mhm.
like everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
And they need to accomplish them.
Yeah, they are. They are. So
Wow. I love this.
thank you. Thank you.
So, inclusive community,
Yeah.
what does that look like in action?
Well, it means that our individuals in our program are included in all that we're doing, right? And so we've created a program that
everybody's involved.
In. So our citizens are there, but we also have the community members, lots of community members.
Okay.
We have individuals from our church that love to pop in and see what we're doing. And it really is a beautiful, inclusive community.
Is
and
there
people
a
are
need
used to
for
seeing this.
volunteers to come and help you?
Yes, there are.
Okay.
So we do have weekly volunteers. We ask that we have volunteers that volunteer on every once in a while basis, but what we really need are committed weekly volunteers. So the same person shows up every Monday from 9 to 11.
Yeah.
Every Monday afternoon.
So you've got consistency.
Yeah. And if they don't show up, if someone's sick or on vacation, my citizens remember that they were supposed to be there and they are bummed about it. So they get used to knowing who's supposed to be there
But
at
I
that
think
time.
that's wonderful.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
great. And the relationships that we've seen our volunteers build with our citizens has been so beautiful. I mean, it's been really, really great. I've enjoyed it. I think we have the best volunteer base in Lake Norman, maybe. They're fantastic.
And can maybe some of these volunteer positions grow into bigger positions too? More responsibility?
Certainly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'd love to see having more of a volunteer coordinator, which we don't have yet. That's still,
Okay.
we're still
Yeah, we're
managing a lot
working
of
on
that, but
that
we'd
too.
love to have a volunteer coordinator and kind of.
Is there an
someone's heading
age
that up.
limit too?
To volunteer? Or to be a citizen?
Volunteer. To be a volunteer.
Adults at this moment right now. So anyone over 18. We're looking at what a summer volunteer situation might look like for high schoolers, but we haven't quite gotten that worked out.
Yeah. And what are you going to do during the summer? Are you going all year round?
Oh, yeah, we're a year-round program. We take
Okay.
2 weeks off in the summer just because everybody needs 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
And we take 2 weeks off at Christmas. But yeah, we're a year-round program. We don't have a start or an end date. We just keep going. I mean, part of the reason of us doing this was to fill this need, and families who have who work during the year don't typically have summers off. So we want
Yeah.
to make sure we are solving for that.
Now, if somebody wants to donate,
we would appreciate that. Well, I mean, we are a tuition-based program, but we never want to make tuition a stumbling block or a hurdle for anyone. And so we are totally donor supported. Like we really need donations. We want to make sure that all of our families who need scholarships have scholarships. And we want to make sure that that's not
see,
it's a
I'm thinking
hindrance.
about, if I had a craft that I used to love doing or something, and I've got all this stock to maybe make those little beaded bracelets or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe, and I don't want to do it anymore, maybe I could donate the stock to you and you
Yeah.
could put it to good use.
Yeah. I mean, I think we could definitely put things like that to good use for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Okay.
So one of our volunteers brought a whole bunch of beads over the week before Valentine's, and they all made bracelets, and that was a big hit. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, it seems to be very popular right now.
Yeah, it is.
And then we just have to think of something for the boys to maybe make.
Right. Some of our boys were
fishing rods or fishing
yes.
equipment. Or,
Oh, wow. That might be outside of my scope.
the nets to catch
Yeah,
the fish
yeah.
in, or you don't know.
I like your creative brain. You can help me think through all these things.
Trying to think of growing up on a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be fun, or even just bait.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I never would put a worm on a hook.
I was just about to say, I don't think I would want to do that.
No, but they could create some really interesting.
Okay. Not real bait.
Not real bait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our program would get really stinky that way.
No, but think about what else you might be able to turn into bait.
That's really thoughtful, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
So,
look, I'm going to leave here with all these new ideas. Thanks.
some little, the rubber fish, you could maybe make that into a hook with a hook on it, and I don't know.
I don't know.
I just think
like
it's fun. I'm trying to think of what the kids would enjoy doing.
Yeah. Well, they've really enjoyed, I think they enjoy this assembly line process of measuring and pouring. And we've seen such confidence. Like we've seen our citizens come in with maybe very unsure. All of our citizens have come in just a little bit anxious, a little bit unsure. And I have watched them grow with such confidence and purpose. And that's really what we want, right? Like we want to have purpose in what we're doing. And
we need it.
yeah. And so we've watched them come in with maybe a little bit a little anxious and a little bit concerned about what's next. And now they have taken on leadership roles. I watch them when new people come in and they like to give tours and they like to share what we're doing. And it's been so beautiful to see that confidence grow in them.
I love what you've done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much,
Stay
Margie.
with us. We're going to take another break. And when we come back, we'll wind it up.
Okay. I
And
think we can do
figure
it.
out a good way to help you out the most.
Okay. Thanks.
Spotlight and kindness, one story at a time. It's community centered with Debbie O'Hanley and Margi Kyle, presented by the McIntosh Law Firm on WSIC.
Boy, I tell you what, our weather really just gets nicer over the next couple of days. Really comfortable. A good day to be outside. Partly cloudy as we make it into the mid-60s, some even upper 60s around the lake for our Tuesday afternoon. Staying mild overnight as we fall off into the low 50s, upper 60s, near 70 with some extra clouds for Wednesday. We will talk about another rain chance by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater invites you to Honk Jr., a joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about acceptance and self-confidence.
Performances run February 26th and 27th at 7 p.m., February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m., and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
Parents, if your kids are like mine, they just don't stop growing. The Terry Kids Children's Consignment Sale returns to Mooresville Saturday, February 28th through Wednesday, March 4th at the Merino Mill Complex, 200 Brawley Avenue. Shop huge savings on gently used children's clothing, toys, baby gear, and more, with multiple shopping days and early access options for the best selection.
Get the full schedule, shopping times, and consignor info at terrykidsconsignment.com/Mooresville.
And finally, love is still in the air for Lake Norman couples planning their big day.
The third annual My Favorite Bridal Show, hosted by Events by Victoria, happens Sunday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Kettle Room at Gibson Mills in Concord. More than 60 wedding vendors will be there, from florals and planners to fashion, desserts, and decor, plus tastings, a fashion show, and prize drawings throughout the afternoon.
Pre-registered couples get in free, or it's just $5 at the door. And it's one of the best ways to meet vendors and gather inspiration in one place. Learn more and register now at eventsbyvictorias.com.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshlawfirm.com.
Real people making a real impact. The McIntosh Law Firm brings you community centered, right here on WSIC. Local starts here.
Welcome back. This time it's just flying. And Debbie, we missed you. Get well. And in the few minutes we have left, what changes have you seen in your citizens since the opening?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, watching them just blossom into this, like, have this confidence and a real, like, understanding of our program, and just they're so proud of it and they're so proud of their products. And what we all want is purpose, right? And we want to
Yes.
feel purposeful, like we have a job that is important and that matters. and that we matter because we're there. And so I think about, we have one citizen, his name is Ronald, and we love him. And he just wants a job. Like he just has always wanted a job. And so right now he has a job, and he's super proud of himself. He's in a wheelchair, and he presses the buttons to go up in the elevator, and he pressed the button to go up one time, and the elevator inspector was on the elevator with us, and when he pressed it, the button didn't work, and the inspector said, "Hang on just a second," and then he did something, and then Ronald pressed the button again, and it worked, and the inspector said, "Good job, you fixed it." And Ronald looked so proud of himself, and he said, I fixed it, Heidi." And I said, "You did, you fixed it." He was so proud of himself. He talked about it the rest of the day. "I fixed the elevator." He told everyone, "I fixed the elevator, I fixed the elevator." Then he asked me, after a couple of days, he got to thinking about it, and he saw that there was an inspector with his picture and his name in the
Right.
elevator. And so Ronald said, "Heidi, I want my picture and my name in the elevator." And I was like, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
And so the amazing people at our church decided that Ronald needed his name and picture in the elevator. So there's now a framed picture of Ronald in the elevator, eye level, for him to be able to see it. And it says kind of for like I forget, this is Ronald is a operator, is like a safety operator of the elevator, and he signed it, and we had a whole ceremony for him, and he's so proud. And that's not necessarily part of the program, but it is what we see coming out of
That's
our
right.
citizens, this
That's
pride and this purpose in what they're doing.
Yeah.
Plus, it was the most fun ceremony I've ever been a part of. It's just amazing to see them have a purpose and have a place to go where they belong every
That's
week.
right. That's
Mhm.
right. I love what you've done.
Thank you. Thank
In
you.
such a short time.
I mean, it's been a really, I mean, we've only been open since September, so we've been 5 months of just running pretty
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
But
Well, they could make ties.
I saw your tie. I really love that. They could make ties, actually.
Well,
Her
this
tie
I
has pearls
made
on it.
when I was traveling the world with Hunter Douglas as an interior designer. "Reese, can you get my tie?" And, the mini blinds were so popular for so many years. And they have those hanging,
Oh, yeah,
dangling,
yeah.
strangling cords in them.
Yes.
And I was with my grandsons in Florida one year when my daughter went down with her family, and I watched her youngest go over to the cord and start playing with him and just wrap it around his. Daddy wears a tie, Mommy puts on pearls. And I went over and I cut that thing, and my daughter said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "He could have strangled."
Yeah, that's so scary.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
So
And we just have them hanging down like that.
they're illegal now.
Oh, I
So
didn't know that.
yeah, that was my mission, was to put them to bed.
All right, I like it. And I
Yeah.
like that you have a tie.
Yeah,
to
I did
remember it.
this. I thought, I've got to just keep wearing this
So
because
cute.
I just became a great grandmother. So
I know you told me that. I cannot believe you're a great grandmother. I
Oh, the
said off
biggest
air
joy in
that
the world,
I'll have to
but,
say now, I hope that I'm as cool as you at when I'm
So
a great
what's your
grandmother.
long-term vision?
Well, we'd love to be able to grow our program. We'll be limited by the number of people that we can have in our program, by the space. So at some point, we would really like to have our own space, like our own building,
Okay.
our own facility. I'd love to stay in the Lake Norman area. I'd love to have a little bit of land or just a little bit of space that we could even have like a garden, and to be able to grow our program, because there's such a large number of people in the Lake Norman area with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And we have currently 11 citizens. We're not even touching the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
So we would really love to grow our program. And so for that reason, we're going to definitely need a facility at some point.
Yeah.
And there are lots of people that are kind of walking alongside of us, different organizations that are serving a similar population, and maybe in different ways. And I know a lot of us would love to long-term see a residential community up in this area. I don't know that probably is not the job of one nonprofit. That's probably the job of lots of nonprofits coming together. But I think that would be a really beautiful vision.
This is a very unusual community we live in. Chamber of Commerce has, I think it's every other month, a meeting for just nonprofits, and that's a
Yeah.
great way for you to go tell your story and meet others.
Mm-hmm.
And we all help each other.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever Debbie has a child who's hurting, she comes to my storage unit, grabs whatever.
I love that.
We just work back and forth. And I mean, there's never even a question.
Yeah.
I don't need to know the facts. The fact you called me means you've got a child in need.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we will fix it.
I love that. I love it.
So that's what we want to do to help you to grow as
Thank you.
well. Yeah.
I mean, we want to get word out there. We want people to hear our story. And of course, we need volunteers and we need donations. I mean, we need people's gifts in their talents and their time and certainly their treasure. And so,
Again, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
so all of my information is on the website, but you can reach out to me at info@210collective.org. You can go to our website at 210collective.org and you can follow us on social media. On our Instagram is 210collective LKN.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can reach out to me in any of those ways. I'm my number and my email and my Instagram are all over the place, so you can find me there. Yeah,
but people should not be shy.
No, don't be shy. I mean, one of the things that I've enjoyed so much about starting a nonprofit has just been meeting all the new people and just talking about what we're doing. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what's happening in the Lake Norman area, not just with me, but this whole community. I think we're seeing lots of people and lots of different organizations serve this community of people in the Lake Norman area.
They do. I've never seen anything like it. Now, is your family involved?
Yeah, well, my kids, I've got 3 daughters. 2 of them are in school here in the Charlotte area, and one of them is in grad school in Austin. And so they're as involved as they can be. But my husband is our chief cheerleading officer. Is that a thing?
Yeah. Oh, I think that's wonderful.
He is our biggest supporter, and he loves what we're doing, and he likes to come in maybe in the middle of the day when he should be working and come and have lunch with us. And he loves to chat up all the citizens, and they love seeing him come. So yeah. So they're involved. You know, girls in college, they've got a lot going on, so they can't always be as involved as I'd love for them to be. But girls, if you're listening, come out and visit.
I know my husband was a little slow to get involved, but once he did, he absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my husband, I have always said, so he's always been alongside of me in this community. So if I've been in Special Olympics or with my students or wherever I've worked, he has always kind of supported and loved this population of people. And I always joke, like, he probably makes a better therapist than I ever did because he's the most fun. And my citizens now, but also my patients when I was practicing as an occupational therapist, they loved him. They liked him better than me. So,
well, you're probably a very good team.
Yeah, we are.
So your long-term vision is obviously to triple it, get your own space.
Yeah, we'd love that.
And
like I think our capacity right now is 12 individuals in the room at any given time. So we have 11 people, but they're spread out over. Like some people just come Monday, Wednesday. Some people just come Tuesday, Thursday. So when we get to 12 on any given day, that's probably going to be our capacity in the space that we're in.
Okay.
And I think that that addresses the need, but it certainly doesn't solve for anything. So I'd love to be able to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Anything else you want to add to your story?
Well, yeah, I mean, we'd love to have, we're starting in the kind of middle spring. We're going to start having some tours of our, so we have tours for families who reach out and say, I'd really love to just come see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And our citizens are getting really good at leading tours or like helping to lead tours. So that's fun.
And have you been back to the high schools to let them know what you're doing?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been back.
Maybe some volunteer.
Yeah. Well, we have, I mean, I've got lots of close connections with the schools in the area. And so lots of the teachers, we know them. And actually, this year we started a high school internship program as well.
Okay,
and
beautiful.
So we have 4 high schoolers that are in local schools, and they are high schoolers who have special needs. And they come in with their teachers on Tuesday and Thursday afternoon, and they come alongside of our citizens and work. So it's a little bit of maybe an on-ramp into our program when they graduate.
Yeah.
It's also a way for them to have like a vocational experience. And so that's been super fun as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you've thought of it all.
Well, we're trying. We're trying. There's a lot of brains in this space that are helping us think of all the things.
Wow.
So.
I'm so proud of you and the work that you're doing.
Thanks so much. This has
Yeah.
been really fun. I'm glad I got to meet you.
Too.
And we missed you, Debbie.
I know. Well, you'll have to come back.
Okay, I will. I would love that, actually. I would love that.
And we would love to see you next Tuesday from 3 to 4. Have a great week. Go out and be as productive as you can. And thank you, Reese, for another great show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great radio doesn't end here. Catch the full episode and dive or into our archives on the WSIC News app.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, Statesville, Lake Norman's home for local talk radio. WSIC, local,